Hey guys, Garnie.
And the other Garnie.
Hey, we're going to be talking about the OnePlus 3. It's not the T, it's just the OnePlus 3. I got to get his point of view because it's his phone, a freshman in college. Stick around. Hey guys, Garnie again. Hey, I'm here with my son, and he has the brand, well, not the brand one, the relatively mid-year OnePlus 3. And basically, I just wanted to ask him his thoughts on it. I know I would give my opinion on it, but I thought, why don't we just get a college student, a freshman in college, using this device? Now, Garnie, how long have you had this?
Probably about like 2 weeks now.
2 weeks?
Just about 2 weeks.
Now, what were you using before this?
The OnePlus One.
The OnePlus One. Did you like that one?
I did like that phone.
Now, before that, what was...
Nexus 5.
The Nexus 5.
Nexus 5.
So he had the Nexus 5, which was my old Nexus. Then he had the OnePlus One, which was my old OnePlus.
Hand-me-downs.
Hand-me-downs, right. So this is your first non-hand-me-down phone. Well, not really. I bought this on Swappa. If you guys haven't used Swappa, I would recommend that you guys get out there and take a look at it. Swappa, buy slightly used phones. In fact, I bought this from a guy named Brett online, and really, really appreciate doing business with him. So he sent this over as fast as he could. So I wanted to get my son a new phone, and I thought the OnePlus 3, since we heard nothing but great things about it, give it a try. So first off, let me ask you, what do you like about this phone?
The phone.
The phone itself.
Just pretty much like everything about the phone. Specifically, it's a lot faster than the OnePlus One.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite part. I don't have to sit there and stare at a screen for probably like 5 to 10 seconds waiting for things to load.
Okay.
So it's faster loading apps, loading the internet, things like that. It's faster connecting to everything. My school Wi-Fi isn't exactly the best because it's a college school, and everybody's on the Wi-Fi. So this phone actually connects surprisingly fast and well to the Wi-Fi in comparison to my old phone, my friends' phones, and all of that kind of stuff. So it's faster connecting and usage as well.
What about the camera? Do you use the camera at all?
I don't use it that much, but I do use it every once in a while, like take pictures of like the assignments and things like that, so I can like reference them later. Do you like
the back camera on this, the rear camera?
Yes, I really like the camera. Even though I don't use it very much, my favorite part about it is probably the image stabilization, because I don't have to sit there and take like 2 to 3 photos and pray that they're not blurry. On this, it's just like I can just take one photo, it'll stabilize itself, not blurry, good picture, good quality.
What about selfie camera?
I don't use the selfie camera a lot.
Wait a minute, you got a Snapchat account?
Yes, I do.
So?
I always look good, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I love it. But the pictures turn out pretty good, though.
Yes. As far as I can see, all of my pictures have turned out great on this phone.
Okay, what about the screen on this phone?
It's really smooth, like a really smooth interface and screen and all that kind of stuff, so I like it a lot. Everything just feels good on it.
Okay. What about okay, so you got a decent screen. Now let's talk about the one thing that I know that he has challenges with, and that is the fingerprint sensor. This is your first phone, so guys, this is his first device with a fingerprint sensor on it. So let me ask you, how is that treating you?
It doesn't like me. It just doesn't like me at all. I don't understand it. Like, I've given other people the chance to try it on my phone. Like, I'll let them set up a fingerprint. They'll do it. It'll work for them. I'll delete it, obviously, because my phone. But it works for everybody but me. Like, I'm going to try it here real fast and see if it works. Oh, okay, it worked.
User error.
Fail. It worked.
Okay, so
this is not a good example. Because usually it'll fail like the 5 times in a row, and I'll be pulled up to like enter my PIN and all that. But this time is not.
I will interject here. Having the fingerprint sensor on the front is sometimes a challenge. With my Nexus 6P, I love it. I love it with the fingerprint sensor in the back. I don't know what it is. It's just it feels better and it works better in the back. But the front fingerprint sensor, I just got to get used to that. So I'm sure everyone has to just get used to that and figure it out. Now, do you use a wired headset for this, or do you use a Bluetooth headset?
I use a Bluetooth headset. So
how does it sound?
The headset itself sounds great.
Okay.
And the one problem that I had on my OnePlus One that I don't have here is connection. On the OnePlus One, I couldn't always have a stable connection with the Bluetooth headphone. My thesis is, or my hypothesis is, there's so many signals going across the college campus because everybody's using like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, whatever, and it would just kind of mess up the signal coming from my OnePlus One to my headset. But here, I haven't really had that problem.
So you mean so I've got a theory behind that, is that it has a better antenna. So you got older Bluetooth technology versus newer Bluetooth technology, and a better antenna that goes along with that. So that's what. So let me ask you about the apps you use. What kind of apps do you use on this device?
Probably the app that I use most of all is just Google Hangouts for texting and all that. But obviously, I'll use things like Snapchat. Every once in a while, I'll go on Pokemon still.
Okay.
Just waiting for the next generation, things like that.
Okay. Yeah, his campus actually has a ton of Pokestops and things.
Nice.
It's pretty wild. But what else do you use your phone for? Okay, you do Snapchat, Pokemon, messaging, anything else? Browsing?
Yeah,
music?
Browsing on the internet. I have all of my music downloaded, so I don't have to like stream music or anything like that. But yeah, so like Spotify I use pretty often.
Okay.
Which is really nice. I like that a lot. But
so, would you give this a big thumbs up for other people?
Yes.
All right. So
yes,
now let me ask you: are there any gripes besides the fingerprint sensor?
Yeah, just one, and I know it's not necessarily a problem, like an actual problem. It's just kind of my personal preference. I prefer it when there's like a 5x5 grid of apps on like the screen. On the OnePlus One in Oxygen, or OnePlus 3 in Oxygen, it does not do that. It does a 4x4, which I'm living with. It's fine. It's just personal preference. I prefer more apps to be visible and things like that.
So basically what he's saying, guys, is on your home screen you got 4 icons across, and when we were using the OnePlus One with CyanogenMod, you could adjust the DPI settings to where you can actually have 5 icons across. Now, Oxygen is coming out with a new update here pretty soon, so we'll get to see what happens there. I did see some folks change the DPI, but that was just on text. I don't know if it adjusted for the icons on screen. But that was a big gripe. That's the current one, Oxygen OS, but that's okay. You're coming from CyanogenMod, which I think is still a great OS. When it comes to customization and things like that. Oxygen OS is great because it's very, very vanilla to the Android stock, and it does have some great customizations on there from the community-based development. Now, you have this case. This case is made by Zeppo Case, Z-E-O-P-O Case. We got this on Amazon for what, $9? It comes in 2 parts here, which, first off, it adds some major thickness to the phone, right?
It does.
It does. And it's because you've got this silicone gel cover, and then you got a hard plastic cover around that. So if you do drop that phone, the case should, when I say should, take most of the impact from there. Now, does this case feel good with your OnePlus 3?
Yeah, on the OnePlus One, I also had a thick case, so it's not any big difference. Like when I picked up the OnePlus 3, it's obviously a lot thinner than other phones, or some phones. I know they're getting a lot thinner nowadays, but I like the thickness in the case because it makes it just feel more stable in my hand, and I'm not as worried about dropping it. Like on my OnePlus One, there are a few cracks, just a few. But on this phone, I haven't dropped it. I've been careful because I don't want to hurt this phone. I like this phone a lot.
Yeah, it's a great phone. Now, let me ask you something that every college student is always worried about, and every professional is worried about. How about just everyone who has a good phone? Battery life. How's the battery life on a OnePlus 3 compared to your older OnePlus One?
A lot better. On the OnePlus One, I had to carry around my external battery pack. It's an old phone now. It's been worn down a bit, so I had to carry around my battery pack just in case it was going to die. I haven't had this phone die on me once.
So wait a minute. You mean to tell me you wake up for your early morning class?
I have an 8 a.m. That's earlier than you wake up sometimes.
True. So he's got an 8 a.m. class, but it can last you all day?
It can and has lasted me all day, pretty much since I've had it.
That's very nice. So a 3,000 milliamp hour battery. Granted, guys, this is the OnePlus 3. I bought this on Swappa. If you haven't gone out there, guys, get out to swappa.com, swappa.com. Get out there and take a look, because if you're looking for gently used cell phones or looking for backup cell phones, that's a great place to go. I bought several phones off of that site, and this is the latest one. And I tell you, I really do appreciate doing business on there. Now, I bought this at a reasonable price. I bought this in mint condition because there was no scratches, no dents. The reason why the guy was selling this back out is that he bought the OnePlus and he just couldn't get used to Android, so he went back to the iOS. So he resold this, and I bought this obviously at a discount since OnePlus is not selling the OnePlus 3 anymore. But still, this is a great device. It's going to get updates just like the 3T. The only thing I would recommend that is if you're looking for a gently used phone and things like that, look at all the pictures, ask a lot of questions. But I tell you, I have not been disappointed. Most of the people out there are good people. Now, Garnie, would you recommend this phone to anyone?
Yes, pretty much everyone. I like this phone a lot. I've always preferred Android over iOS. That's my personal preference, but I really do like this phone. I like the interface. I like the camera. I like the battery. I like all of it. So
excellent. Well, guys, if you got any questions, leave us a comment down below. And I would close out by saying, hey, if you like what we're doing here, hey, hit that like button and share. Because look, it's just, we're out here to do a service, and we wanted to share this. So if you know someone who might be interested, or your group of influencer friends maybe find this of interest, share this, please. And most of all, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, because I'm always looking for new friends to join me on this journey. So guys, thanks again. I really do appreciate it. This is this is Garnie.
And Garnie.
Signing out here, and have a great week. We'll talk to you real soon. Peace.
Good night.
Night.
Good night. Why did I say that?
I don't know. I'm going to put that in as a
blooper. Don't do
yes,
that.
I'm going to do that. Yes.
I actually still have
to torture my kids.
I actually still have my OnePlus One running. I charged it to 100% last weekend, and as of yesterday, it was still at 16%.
I tell you, the OnePlus One is still a great device.
It is. I do like it, but it's still running.